sexually with whom, however that may look like. That's on him. That's his choice.
Right.
Now, we don't know the age and none of that stuff. So we're not even to that piece of it yet. The part of it is why are we making a big issue of this man who is a multi-billionaire that they help him to become a billionaire. And now it's like what it my thing is, what are we saying? You're not doing what they asked you to do, so now you're going to take him down? Or what are we doing? We're trying to do this because we're trying to prepare you guys to get blind so the election so that they can steal the election. Is
Right.
those are the things that's happening? What are we really doing?
Me
Right.
personally, I think there's bigger criminals out there that they could be arresting, but they ain't doing it. They ain't touching them.
Correct.
Shoot, there's criminals right there in the state capitol they could be arresting, but they don't do it. The people that raided the state capitol, they could be arresting, but if they do arrest them, it's very quietly. Probably
Right.
one or two cops show up. You
Right.
know, it's just a waste of time and money, if you ask me.
Yes, I agree.
I just think he pissed off the wrong person or the wrong people,
I think
and
so.
that's what that's all about.
Exactly. But like you say, you guys are making more of an issue of this situation than y'all made of January the 6th. That was like, okay, it's fine. But now this man, y'all running behind, you going, you raiding his place. This one guy had documents that shouldn't have never been taken from the White House, and none of all that was fine.
But
And
let's not get away from the fact of what the government was trying to launch. Well, not what they were trying to launch, what they did launch. They launched this raid, and this raid was to seize property from his house. They was out there in like military.
yeah, yeah,
And to what they did, they put handcuffs on his son, and that was like, that was a bad thing that they
yeah.
did, to
Because
put the
what was the
handcuffs on the
purpose?
son.
You was looking for
Yeah,
him, but you wasn't looking for the son.
but they did have conversation with him that I heard. They spoke with him in Florida, somewhere in Miami, and he wasn't arrested. But what baffles me is this raid, and no one is talking about this raid. It's not important to anyone. Like, it's okay. Like, whatever went down with Sean in his life, in his personal life, his business life, that's his business.
Right,
I wasn't there. I'm not
right,
here to judge him and say he should have did this, he should have did that.
right.
I'm dealing with the government. I'm trying to touch the government issue, and no one wants to touch this issue with me. Yeah. Now, I'm a guy. I did federal time. Okay, I did. Oh, we have another guest. Hey, how you
Hallelujah.
doing?
I'm here. I'm here. Whew. Hi, y'all. How y'all doing?
Hi.
How you doing?
Welcome,
All right.
welcome to
Y'all
the
having
party.
fun without me? This is not fair.
Welcome to the
No, not
show.
yet, not yet. Let me finish this
I
thought.
didn't realize
And
that church was okay.
what? All right, I'm gonna give you the floor, Shanique. Everybody that's Shanique, you can tell them a little bit about yourself.
My name is
Oh, that's
Shanique,
all you got?
and I live in New Jersey. I'm a LPN instructor up at
All
Lincoln
right,
Tech
all
in New
right.
Jersey.
Thank
Education
you,
is
thank
my
you,
thing.
Shanique.
What's
All
wrong?
right, thank you, Shanique.
Oh,
I
by the
really
way,
appreciate.
Paco, I saw Yolanda the other day too.
You seen what?
No problem.
You seen my what?
Yolanda.
Oh, okay.
I
You
saw
told her I said what's
Yolanda
up?
Washington.
All right. That's we skate.
I did, and And King tags you. I posted some pictures. King tags you to see the pictures, but I guess you were a very busy man. So yeah.
Man, I'm all over the place, but I got to see those pictures of y'all together.
Let's get down to the business of Diddy.
That's Westgate, New Jersey, right there.
Right. So Shanique, what I was discussing about this federal issue, and I'm having a hard time digesting the raid, and no one is talking about this raid. You know, how much it costs to do this raid. There was no one arrested, you know, like really sitting in prison from this raid, but they went all out to bring everyone in. You had Homeland Security, you had the federal government, you had the state, you had the county, and all these different outfits cost a lot of money. And no one is talking about it. Everybody's pointing fingers at, you know, pointing fingers at Sean, at Diddy. Oh, he should have did this, he shouldn't have did that. That's not the discussion right now, because he's not in no one's court. He wasn't served. I'm not here to defend him. I'm not a fan. I'm just focusing on the feds, and no one Shonique, maybe you can help me understand, because no one wants to focus on why the feds did what they did and did not have an arrest. And I'm familiar with federal as far as 99.9% of the time when they go for someone, you're going to prison. Correct. When they came for me, I wasn't, you know, I'm gonna keep it funky 100. When they came for me, I was involved in white collar crime. Okay. And they didn't say, we'll talk to you later, Samson. You can go home and pick up some things and say goodbye to the kids, and you know, go brush your teeth, pack a bag, and we'll get with you next time.
Right.
You know, so when I look at situations like this, man, I'm really looking at this situation, man. Like, you know, what's going on here? I know this dude is a billionaire, you know, and I seen other billionaires. Kanye was a billionaire. He got spanked.
Right. Yeah.
He got spanked. But, you know, the question to you guys, y'all are the panel, and I want you to, you know, y'all very bright people, help me understand this raid that took place. Why no one is talking about it?
Right.
I think personally, people just tired of the P. Diddy nonsense. You look up, he was with some girls and she was like 14 and was grooming her. Next thing you look up, I'm reading allegations of rape, abuse. I'm reading. Don't you know trafficking is a federal offense? I read about trafficking. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised with. Okay, next thing, you hit the nail on the head, brother. You said when they came for you, are you a trillionaire? Are you a
no?
Were you?
I'm a thousandaire.
Even a thousandaire. No, you're a regular black man, live a regular black man's life, doing regular black man stuff, huh?
Right.
100-naire. I go down to 100-naire.
Well, point being, you don't have an ounce, as the Jamaicans will say. You don't have an ounce of the money that this man has. I find that with money, there's power, there's greasing of hands, there's all right, like you said, well, you can go home and brush your teeth, and we'll see you next week.
Right.
You didn't get that, and that's unfortunate. You know, a black man's a black man's TV show is wallet. Then you know what I'm saying? I think they were sick of Kanye's shit because he was just talking a whole lot of blah blah blah, you know, and somebody had somebody on their payroll. So when Kanye got caught out there and they wanted to put him someplace, that's what they did. But Diddy, I'm not understanding why is he R. Kelly. It took them forever. He wasn't well, he might have been trafficking somebody, but no one called him on that. He might have been trafficking little girls from here to there after I watched the story. But I wouldn't be surprised with these so-called allegations that this man is not sitting in a Supermax by the time they decide to catch up with him. They say the Supermax, you'd rather go to death row because the Supermax is hard. Supermax prison is horrible. So
well, if you want to talk about prison, that's another topic. I can tell you all about that life. But let's talk about, I can tell you about that life. I have facts for that. But I'm trying to get a general understanding. Crystal Edwards just commented. She said it's all distractions.
Correct.
I agree with her. And Nene Love stated that it's facts. So what I'm saying to you guys, the panel, what I'm asking you guys, why no one in social media, on YouTube, anywhere, no one is talking about the raid. No one is upset about this raid. No one is looking at this raid. Everybody's still focusing on Diddy.
Right.
Get Diddy get him out of here.
Bigger than him. Right.
Let's talk about the raid. Let's talk about how it went down.
Right.
We're not talking about this. There's so many things that we could talk about as far as government funding, as far as Ukraine, as far as the people from Ukraine coming over, the immigrants, getting all this money in Social Security. Your mama, your grandmother been working for 30, 90 years, and they can't even get the same Social Security check that an immigrant is coming over here to get. We could talk about all these things.
Right.
But we're not talking about this raid.
Right.
Come on, Paco, talk to me.
I seen it first thing Monday morning. I thought they was raiding El Chapo's house. I'm like, damn, what's going on? It looked like a scene out of Scarface. Like I said yesterday, remember the end of Scarface when they raided his house? I was waiting for Diddy was like, say hello to my little. I was waiting for him to come
little
out.
friend.
I was waiting for him to come out. Okay, you want to play Ralph? Okay, but I didn't. I was like, who house they raiding? Then when I seen P. Diddy's house got raided, I'm like, what? All that for his house? You could have went there with a cop car. Why all that? Why the show?
And for embarrassment. It's called want to embarrass him. And I mean, we have so many other people with so many other issues, and nothing was done to them. It was an embarrassment to them. So now it's like, okay, you're not doing what we want you to do. So this is what we're gonna do. So there's a repercussion behind what you're not doing. We're not crazy, but we as the people, I don't know what, we gotta keep our eyes on the prize. They're trying to do all this. They're trying to make us feel whatever they do is okay, and we're not supposed to say anything. And at some point, we have to stand for something, because if not, we'll fall for anything. We have to stop it.
He's looking up.
Well, I found it. I'm here to do the fact finding with you guys. So we have new details in Diddy home raid. Law enforcement, law professors react to claims of excessive force. So let's talk about it.
Combs, the story we broke right here on Fox 11. Fox 11's Matthew Seedorf. He's outside Diddy's Holy Hills home as the music mogul's attorneys have raised concerns about.
I'm sorry. I'm going to stop it for a second. If you guys hear something and you want me to pause it, let me know to pause it so y'all can speak on it, because we're going to react to it.
How Monday's raid was carried out. Matthew.
That's right, Mark. Actually been quiet at this house today. We have seen some workers going in and back out, but as you said, some are now questioning the tactics used here Monday for that raid. Concerns over what Sean Diddy Combs' attorney calls an excessive show of force Monday at Diddy's homes in LA and Miami.
Why? Stop. Why?
Why? You would have thought they was raiding the drug king's house.
Why is the Department of Homeland Services involved?
Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go in order. Judy was first, then Shanique, then Paco. Go ahead, Judy.
Why do you feel you have to take this adult child out the house like that? Why? You went there for Sean. You did not go there for Sean's son. It's that.
Of Homeland Security.
Right.
Go ahead, Shanique.
Why is Homeland Security involved in this? The purpose was this: secure the nation from the many threats we face. Is he a threat? Is he a threat where he borders on terrorists? Is that what that's about? I'm trying to read. I'm reading this and I'm hearing at the same time. I'm like,
okay.
Is he a terrorist? And why you pulling? That's why I'll be sure said, Quincy, bring your ass home.
Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Let's go, Paco. You was coming in.
Well, I'm just seeing the overcast of that, man. It's like they did a lot of overrating this guy's house. I ain't saying he's completely innocent, but damn. At the end of the day, he's an entertainer.
Right.
You know, that's what we know him for. We don't know him for this. This is a whole different thing.
Exactly.
Okay. Let's get back. This
video obtained by Fox 11 shows the raid in Holmby Hills. Federal agents using a loudspeaker, holding guns and shields, and possibly using a saw. This for a warrant in what sources describe as a sex trafficking investigation.
Situation like this,
they're trying to make sure he's sex trafficking. Oh, okay.
People.
Yeah, sex trafficking. Yes.
Who's in there? Who's their security? Who's their personal bodyguard? What are they going to do?
If this is typical for law enforcement, it should not be acceptable, even if it's typical.
Tim,
that's what I'm talking about. Let me stop right there. That's what I'm looking at here, because nobody's focusing on, you know, how excessive they were. They went in there with chop saws. They went in there with crowbars. They went in there with 3 tanks. I don't know the name of these tanks. They're military tanks.
Sherman tanks, dear.
Right. They went in there with 3 tanks on this man's property. Like I said, I'm not a fan. I'm not a supporter. I'm just looking at what's right and what's wrong. And what was wrong was the way they went into his house. They destroyed his house. They kicked the door in, and they still didn't arrest him.
Right.
They did not arrest him. They did not serve him with anything. He's not in nobody's court. And if they still trying to figure it out, they could have figured it out a different way. They could have made an appointment and went up in this man's house. Talk to me now. You're getting too quiet.
They could have served him papers and he could have showed up at court.
It's just a lot.
That's what I'm saying, brother.
But the question goes right back to what was the purpose of Homeland and all? He's
that
not
part.
The purpose it's an excuse. The excuse is sex trafficking. The excuse, see, they're not talking murder. They're not talking, a little bit of drugs is coming out, but the biggest thing is sex trafficking. Get out of here. My attitude is I'm not a defensive lawyer. You know, I'm not, you know, a case manager, none of this stuff, but they're not going about it the right way. And these people are professionals. Come on. The little people can't even figure it out. Everybody's on social media talking about Diddy, talking about his parties, talking about who he's sleeping with, talking about how much money he took from artists. This is not the conversation.
Right.
It's bigger than that. And it's so much bigger than that. That's the distraction. Everybody want to be heard, but nobody's paying attention.
Right.
That's a distraction.
Have you noticed for every distraction there's something else brewing down the line that we're busy looking at this and then we're going to be overshadowed by this thing that we should have been getting a hold on. Notice that's the trend. That's the trend.
The federal government, let me go here. The federal government, when it was time to get bin Laden and Obama said go in, they went to go get bin Laden. When they was having a war, I don't know what war it was with the Scud missiles, and they send Navy SEALs over there, and them Scud missiles was falling out the sky. They had brothers over there with beards like mine that looked like they was Middle Eastern, and they had the cloths around their head, and they was getting to those Scuds, and they was putting bombs on them, and they was dropping them.
Right.
So you're gonna tell me we can go right down the list? Gaddafi, his family, El Chapo,
Saddam
the Berlin Wall,
Hussein.
Saddam Hussein, the Berlin Wall. You can go right down the list.
Very quietly.
I'm sorry?
They did all them very quietly.
Correct.
Yes.
Yes, they did.
Yes. And one of you guys made us a point about the White House. When the White House falling, when they raided the White House.
Yeah.
And they found coke in the Oval Room.
Yeah.
In the Oval Office.
State Capitol.
January 6th. 6th didn't even exist.
Yeah, January 6th didn't even. Yeah.
So
That's my damn birthday. That pissed me off right there.
let me tell you something.
That
One of the charges.
She said
One of the
my birthday.
charges. Do any of you guys know what conspiracy is?
Yes.
Tell me the definition of conspiracy.
Let's see. You want the real definition? Or you want Shogi's definition?
No, I want the real one.
All right, I got you.
So
Hold on. I got you.
We're talking law versus law. That's what we're talking right now.
Conspiracy is the noun is a secret plan by a group to do something unlawful or harmful. And another definition is the action of plotting or conspiring. Like
so let me tell you. So let me define it. Let me define this one for you. So all four of us is on this. All three of us is on this live right now, right?
Yeah.
Let's say I was telling you guys that I have this plan to go do something that's against the law, break the law. I'm telling you guys, y'all are aware of it, what I'm about to do.
Yes. Right.
I go do it. None of y'all went with me. I went by myself.
But
guess what happens?
A crime.
Guess what happens? Guess what?
All of us in trouble.
We are accessories to a crime.
Correct.
I got the money, right? When they catch me, they caught y'all because y'all was on the phone with me or video or audio or whatever it is. Y'all are part of the conspiracy because none of y'all told what happened before it happened. There's plenty of people. There's plenty of people sitting in prison right now. Under those charges called conspiracy. Okay. So my point that I'm making, you don't think this is a conspiracy? What happened to his house?
Absolutely, it is.
You don't think this plan was thought out?
First of all, I don't.
You don't think it was a conspiracy?
Right.
This man might even have a lawsuit if he act fast enough.
Right.
And everybody laughing at him.
And
he might even have a lawsuit.
He laughing all the way to the bank.
Right. But he need to keep his mouth shut. And it has to be difficult because if you're not gay and someone's calling you gay and everybody's saying that you slept with these people and everybody's doing these photoshops and kissing and smooching and feeling butts and food shopping and clothes shopping, all this crazy stuff, you got to go crazy.
But
it's a conspiracy.
Yeah, but the thing of the matter is, if he is, what difference does it make? Who is he hurting for whatever he decides to do? If that's his sexuality, that's his sexuality. Who are we to judge that?
But there's a difference between openly gay and DL. Diddy is DL.
But
Point is,
right back to what difference does it make to us?
I know, and that's a concern. We're so busy being concerned about what people do in their beds behind closed doors. It really is nobody's business.
No,
yeah,
I mean,
it's a difference between a crime and a lifestyle.
If you're sodomizing innocent people, that's one thing.
Lifestyle is your business and your business only. Correct. That man, if he living a lifestyle, that's on him. If he doing a crime, then commit it for the crime. I mean, allegedly he did those things, but we all don't know. We don't know what he did.
But that's bringing us. See, what you guys are doing, y'all going back down in that rabbit hole. I'm trying to keep y'all out that rabbit hole. Come out of that rabbit hole.
It's
don't go in there. You know, it's so much. Let me tell you, it's so polluted. Hear me out, Paco. It's so polluted in that rabbit hole about him. The crime, the sex, the drugs, the murder, all these different things. That's the rabbit hole.
Right.
The main factor that they gave us a presentation on stage.
Right.
The main factor on stage, when they kicked the man door down,
right.
They put the the crowbar in the door. They had the armored trucks there. They had about 50 men on different properties. So if we say how much one of those federal agents make per day?
Hold on. I like this. Hold on, I got it.
How much one make per day? See, we don't talk about stuff like that because we are so caught up. We say, I'm about my people.
Right.
It's about black people, my community. No, it's not, because you don't even understand math. The math ain't mathing. We're not understanding the science. Why is this going down? All we understand is gossip. We're not getting to the business facts. Let's get to the business facts. So the business. Go ahead, Paco.
No matter who you are, no matter what color you are, no matter what creed you are, no matter how big or small you are, they can come in your house and do that to you, and ain't nothing.
Okay. And that's why.
All right.
Hey, Paco. Wait a minute. Here we go. Shanique got the information. Got the facts.
All right. So according to ZipRecruiter, a federal agent makes anywhere from 29 to 130 a year. According to Glassdoor, a special agent makes anywhere from 120 to 180 a year at FBI, New York.
Right.
Okay. Federal officers make 74 to 95 a year. I don't know if they paid by the raid or they paid by the hour or they salaried where they just got to go.
It's salary.
Or what?
It's salary. It's per year.
It's per year. No, but what I'm saying is you can be salaried, but you be paid at an hourly rate.
Yeah, but it's a per year. So
yeah,
I'm not doing all that right there. That's a lot.
This is true.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
And that's taxpayers' money right there. I'm not mistaken.
That's enough money. I kick down some doors.
You hurt your foot?
I kick down some doors for that.
You hurt your foot? Yeah, go ahead, hurt your foot. Go ahead.
Right. That's what's gonna happen.
Go ahead. That's what happened.
I'm gonna use what them big metal bam rams they bam the door with. I'm gonna use one.
A battering ram. You said kick. You didn't say battering ram. You want to hurt your foot? Go ahead.
Right.
I ain't gonna hurt. Hey, I'm gonna do like this. Hey, bam. Hey, go.
Oh, you gonna be that guy?
All I want to do is not to go down. Then I'm gonna let them go.
Yeah, but listen. I see what King is trying to say.
All right, so I broke it down. I broke it down.
Let's say FBI part.
They're making at 74,000. That's at $38 an hour. And that's 1,000, like 1,500 a week at 74,000. So if we continue with the math, let the math keep mathing. So if they making $38 an hour, it was an 8-hour day because they're gonna get paid for the whole day. You don't get paid for an hour.
Right.
So I'm hypothetically, so you got about 50 of these agents out there, and the scales vary. So we talking about this whole
we run into high thousands.
About 100,000, maybe a little more than that, somewhere around there. Because you got to figure out
for that one rate.
That one day.
Right. Probably live right around the corner from the house that they busted.
Say it again.
I say some of them probably live right around the corner from the house they busted. They made that kind of money.
Right.
Somebody made a phone call.
Hey, they probably didn't have to use gas. They probably walked home. Bam. All right, man. I'll see you later. I only live right there. I don't live on the road. Yeah, I live in the big mansion across the street, man. I live across the street. I'm gonna just go home.
Marco, go to your room. You're grounded, yo.
I'm sorry. I'm the commissioner of the group. I'm always gonna find the humor in everything.
Hey, let me read these comments real quick. Hold on one second, guys. Paco, hold on one second. Paco, hold on one second. Let me read the comments real quick. I want to keep people involved. We got Crystal. She said they didn't do that much for Weinstein. Let's go there real quick. Let's go there. Who want to touch that?
I said that yesterday. Remember?
No.
Remember that?
Hey, check this out.
Remember, I couldn't pronounce his name. I called him Weinstein.
Hold on. Let me listen. Jeffrey Epstein.
All right, hold on one second. I want to introduce another person that came in. We got Q E. James out in Arizona. He's up in here with us.
How you doing, brother? What's going on with you?
We got Miss Judy. We got Shonique.
What's up?
What's going on? How you guys doing? What's going on, King?
Hey, what's happening, brother? I'm glad you're here. We were just touching base on the comments, and one important comment that was here is Crystal. She said they didn't do that much for Weinstein. And Shaunique and Judy and Paco. Let Paco go first because Paco mentioned that he said something yesterday. Go ahead, Paco.
Yeah, I said something yesterday about that. And these dudes, I'm telling you, then they show up to court. And I'm talking about like Weinstein, all them, they show up to court, like they've been walking and doing all this stuff fine. All of a sudden it's court time, they show up in a wheelchair, walking on a cane, with IVs. I'm like, come on, man. You wasn't that sick last week. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
You just trying you trying not to go to jail. Come on, man. now you in a wheelchair, you got an IV. Come on, man. Come on.
Go ahead, Shaunique. Go ahead, Shaunique.
We ain't stupid. We see what's going on. And this man did way a lot more than Diddy.
Hey, Paco, I'm gonna send you to your room again. I think Jeffrey Epstein, you know, they talk about this Illuminati. I think Jeffrey Epstein was the sacrifice to keep Harvey Weinstein from eventually going to jail, because they actually got him and he ended up in the tombs for a little while before he somehow met his untimely demise. I think he hung himself. Nobody was watching him on suicide watch. He ended up hanging himself or some.
Oh yeah, he did hang himself. Right.
Either he hung himself, someone hung him. We don't know what happened. But point being, he and then that other girl.
Did you hear what you just said?
What?
Did you hear what you just said? You said he was on suicide watch, but no one was watching him.
No one was watching him. No one's watching him.
Suicide
Yo,
watch,
I'm sorry, guys. We got like a double feed going on in volume.
We do?
That's probably my mic is echoing a little bit.
Yeah, it's echoing.
Okay, that's Paco.
Okay.
That Paco Rabanne over there.
He was on suicide watch, and no one was watching.
And no one was watching him. And somehow he got the jump. He got the jump on getting himself out of doing federal time. Miss Judy, what's going on in that corner?
I just can't, because you say he just
We can hear reverb.
Let me ask you a question. Did anybody ever see him? That's the question. Inquiring mind just likes to know.
Wait a minute, Judy, you're talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
Mm-hmm. The one who the suicidal, the one who went.
Right.
Did anybody ever seen a body or anything? I'm just asking. You know.
Well. Let's not stay too left about Epstein and Weinstein. Let's go back to the raid.
No.
But Paco made a point. They didn't make all that madness for him.
Right.
But Diddy, they went and knocked down the house and took the cat and everything. I think that was the main point before we digress.
Right. I agree with that.
What we have to do, we just have to speak on it a little bit to make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, if you don't give everything with it, then you're gonna miss the little point. You know, you have to touch base.
I agree.
Say, hey,
I agree.
Ready to do that?
No, I agree.
Stay woke. That's all I can say.
Let's finish this movie here.
Professor at USC.
One wonders whether they're doing it in order to affect the public opinion, right? This really makes it look like where there's this much smoke, there must be fire.
As a former member of law enforcement, what was your initial reaction seeing the numbers here at that house?
Look, they brought the materials that they needed.
Hey yo.
Never want to get
El Chapo.
El
Chapo.
Can I
What's
go
up,
home
son?
now?
I see you waving. You trying to say something?
Did you see the Sherman tank going down the street, man?
Hey.
Yes.
I see 9 or 10 cops right there.
This is not military maneuvers. That's my problem. He is not a terrorist. That's my problem.
That's what I'm saying. He's not a terrorist.
Get it. It's not necessary at all. But Diddy's gonna be the one. They're gonna be in. They're gonna embarrass him, like King said. They're gonna embarrass him. Gonna make example. The rest of y'all rich black asses, you better learn to play checkers and not chess.
Hello.
It's supposed to be chess, not checkers. But these people like to play checkers.
They flip flop.
Well, isn't it him that made the song "More Money, More Problems"?
Hello.
Yeah.
He did that.
Yeah.
So look here. Anyone want to read that? Can you see that?
There was a gross overuse of military level force as search warrants were executed at Mr. Combs' residence. There's no excuse for the excessive show of force and hostility exhibited by authorities. Who dropped the dime on Diddy to go to his house? He's a coke dealer. He's
Thank you.
Tony Montana.
Thank you.
Somebody didn't want to do prison time, so they snitched on him.
Yeah.
Somebody in the neighborhood, he must have had a party that's a little too loud, and like, let's get rid of his ass.
Yeah.
And
yeah, somebody in the neighborhood didn't like him.
They needed all that at the White House. Crystal said.
Correct. They had none of this at the White House. None
of
it. And you had all of us in jeopardy with that. This man had nothing to do with none of us. He wouldn't affect me in no form or fashion.
Right.
I said to King, I felt so far removed from this story, like Will and Jada. I really don't care.
First of all, January 6th, we wouldn't have even made it upstairs.
That's my birthday. That's the part that bothers me.
We wouldn't even made it upstairs. I'm just letting you know.
Nowhere near.
Pop,
what?
pop, pop.
One step forward, pow. We'll be all laid out. A sea of black people dead.
Bang, there we all you would hear bang, bang, bang.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Pick the niggers off. Pow, pow, pow.
Hey, oh my God, I was in fear for my life.
That was definitely a distraction. Meanwhile, probably sending more aid to Ukraine and politics and something shady. Yes, Crystal, you're absolutely right. Yes, ma'am.
Correct.
And for every distraction, there's something else coming down the pike that we can't see because we too distracted with the shiny thing right there.
Absolutely.
Ooh, shiny thing.
That's what I've been telling you guys. That rabbit hole. But Q he logged off because he has a lot of reverb on his end from his mic. Yeah. So he's having technical problems on his end. Gotcha. He sent this statement. This is from him. Puff got something on some higher heads.
Absolutely.
Oh,
they trying to keep his mouth shut.
Probably some people that have been to his parties that know some stuff, and they done did some stuff at his parties, and they don't want it to come out.
They don't want to be discovered.
Yeah, because they see the pressures on him, so they like, let's get to him before they do, and hush him up.
Keep his mouth shut. Right.
Yep.
But you know what?
At work no more.
Yeah, because they didn't keep him. They have a thing called protective custody. They have a thing called let's get him out of here and hide him and stash him until the court date. And none of that took place. So a lot of things that people are guessing that should happen did not happen. And I speak from a place of it happening to me. And when it happened to me, they swooped down. If I gave you play by play, you'll be like, oh my God, that happened to you? Yes. And it wasn't a game no more. This thing is so serious that people looking at it like it's a joke. This thing is so serious. It's bigger than him.
He's not gonna make it to court.
All right, I'm gonna play the clip.
Level 4, the search warrants were executed at Mr. Combs' residences. There is no excuse for the excessive show of force and hostility exhibited by authorities.
I'll be surprised if he make it to court.
He is innocent. We have that full statement up right now at foxla.com. Reporting live tonight, Matthew Seedorf, Fox 11 News.
Matthew, Monday was mayhem there because this is when the raid happened. You were there yesterday and today. I would think that this would be more of a tourist destination now that this story has fallen upon that specific address. Have you seen that out there?
That's exactly right. We actually have some onlookers right now, possibly tourists, like you're saying, and we're also seeing Spectrum cable trucks out front. Not exactly sure what's going on, but we've seen them going in and out all day long. So, as you're saying, it's quieter than it was out here on Monday, but still some action going on.
You wonder if the feds messed up the Wi-Fi. We need to do a little.
Sound like they had wires and stuff. Maybe
get your ass off my damn counter. Get out. I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry. I just got my cats from my mother's house, and they need to learn the rules. Don't jump on my counter. That's it. Sorry.
Okay,
where the Spectrum cable trucks coming from? What they have to do with that? Distraction.
Well, sound like to me, maybe they had his house wired. Maybe they had it bugged.
Oh man.
Maybe that was
Welcome back to the Westminster Dog Show, brought to you by.
I found something.
I'll be surprised if he make it to court.
Somebody said,
"What? King said he found something."
Gonna end up in a grave. This is Q.
Yeah, you're gonna enjoy this one.
Ooh.
Oh no!
Ooh.
Are you serious?
Yep, they are.
So what? You looking for him in the cabinet?
They looking for shit in the cabinet, Miss Judy.
Come on.
What is he? Is he hiding money? Is he hiding any drugs?
But if I had my stuff, it wouldn't be at my property.
Hey, we all know what time it is. If they found,
they broke open the safe?
That's a
safe. Hey, if they found $50,000 in that safe, it'll be reported that they found $23,000 in that safe.
Hey, right, because that's
you being nice. Oh, you being nice. You being nice, Mr. Paco.
Right, they might not even give that much.
Hey, we found $10,000 in there.
That sounds about right.
Wow.
We found.
Wow. And when they ransack your shit, they ransack your shit. I don't care. F what you heard. That's what they doing.
What are you looking for?
Wow.
They can find $100,000 worth of cocaine, and when they get back to the shop, it'll be $40,000 worth of cocaine.
Child, underreport. That's called underreporting.
Wow, who knows that though? Who knows?
What? They even talk to kids. They talk to kids' rooms.
Why?
Even the kids. Why? Damn.
Damn, they tear up your house, boy, don't they?
This is they could have planted some shit on Puff.
Yeah, that's what this sounds like. This get ready to get.
They looking for something.
They're looking for something.
Drugs, money,
and
sex tapes.
Don't say I'm psychic, but I can imagine what homegirl Shanique said. I bet it's gonna come true to him too. He was on suicide watch, but no one was watching, and Puffy hung himself.
I think Puffy too. I think Puffy too proud for that. I think Puffy had too much pride for that. He gonna change his name again to something else. And
who said it's gonna be him to do it?
No, they're just gonna say that. He's over in the islands. He's not coming back here because some of these countries, if I go to your country, I'm untouchable. You do.
Oh, they watching his planes and everything. They got guards on the plane at the airport.
He didn't leave. He was in from what I heard, he was in Florida.
Yes, I was just reading that on the TMZ.
And the feds did have a chat with him. He's not, he's not in another country somewhere.
Bad press, man.
It's just gonna be messy from here on out at this point.
Yeah,
it's just gonna get messier. It's gonna get messier. Yeah. We don't know where he is. We don't know in real time. It's real time that I'm looking for. Where is he in real time? We saw this, but this was maybe 2 days ago. Today is now Thursday.
He's in Antigua.
Y'all gonna get mad at me, but I wasn't really talking about Florida. We always get bad press.
That's what happened when you.
Can we send Paco to his room? Can we send Paco to bed without supper?
That's what happened when you by the ocean. You have that skate.
It's just going to get messy from here on out. What's this? Uh-oh.
Okay. Drug mule.
Drug mule. A mule. Oh, great. A mule. Great.
Yeah, I told y'all were talking about that yesterday. They found the little guy that was running his drugs for him.
A white fella.
They're gonna set him up.
Oh, because of him.
This is a setup.
Arrest of P. Diddy's alleged drug mule, who was taken into custody while trying to board the rapper's private jet.
Well, look how nice they are to him.
Okay. They're nicer
Look how nice they are to him. They say, "Come here, son. Come get in the car."
Right.
I'm not going to.
We
Never
don't
mind.
hear a word from Brendan Paul, the alleged drug mule, but he doesn't look too happy when he's put in the backseat of a squad car.
On the tank.
Send hell.
Wow, this is really big. This is really big because you're thinking about this huge mogul. Like everyone knows who Puffy is, who Diddy is, who Puff Daddy is, who Sean Combs is. No matter what his name, you know who he is.
Here's everything we know so far about that alleged drug mule, Brendan Paul, and the P. Diddy case
See,
so far.
they use that word, allegedly.
Alleged. Everything's allegedly.
Right, because you don't have no facts.
Whether they're going to use those charges.
But you notice they said alleged with this guy.
To try to get him to cooperate against any type of prosecution.
They didn't say alleged with Puff Daddy, but they said alleged to this guy.
No criminal charges have been filed against
You see
P.
the
Diddy.
other guy?
You know him as that Diddy, Puff Daddy, Puffy, Sean Combs. He's a rapper,
Oh, white
record
fellow.
exec, and producer. He's been in the spotlight
Oh,
for
white fellow.
decades. And while he doesn't have any charges against him right now, they could be on the way. We say that because two of Diddy's homes, one in Holmby Hills in California and the other on Star Island in Miami, have been raided this week by Homeland Security. We sat down with former homicide prosecutor and trial attorney Bernarda Villalona to make sense of all this.
So there's a lot of bombshells that have been dropped recently, and I think the execution of the search warrant is really what's bringing so much attention to it, because we're no longer talking about civil allegations. Now we're talking about a criminal investigation, which is a completely different ballpark.
Bernarda mentioned those civil lawsuits, and there's been a handful.
Look him right in his mouth. Put them big old teeth. Get them big old teeth out of here.
Ex-girlfriend Cassandra
They ain't trying to
Ventura
bury him.
filed suit against him. You probably know her as the singer Cassie. So Cassie filed this lawsuit under New York's
That's where it
Adult
started
Survivors
at.
Act.
Oh, that
act
girl.
makes
Oh.
They put her as a bait.
Sexual assault survivors could file civil suits against their alleged predators, regardless of whether the statute of limitations had passed. Cassie's lawsuit dropped several major bombshells, including her claims that Diddy beat her, that he raped her, and also forced her to have sex with prostitutes while recording
I
it
bet
on
them P. Diddy clothes coming out of Macy's
that Diddy
quickly.
carry a gun, which is a theme we
They
saw
throw all the
in
Ciroc bottles on the sidewalk.
soon. But first, back to Cassie.
Hey, when the Sean Combs, I bet them clothes went out of Macy's quick.
Oh, Sean John is closed. Sean John is gone.
Dickerson Neal filed a civil suit against
But he had a
Diddy
clothing
in
line in
Manhattan
Macy's
Supreme
for a
Court.
minute.
Now, according to her lawsuit, Diddy videotaped an assault of Joy back in 1991 when she was a student at Syracuse University. Joy says Diddy drugged her, sexually assaulted her, and then passed around this videotape to others in the music industry.
Right. I
At the
didn't
time the
see
lawsuit
that
was
either.
filed, Diddy
I'm
left the
trying to.
for a few months until February of this year when Rodney Jones, known as Lil Rod, filed a lengthy civil suit.
Yeah,
against
they never put the seatbelt on him.
But he had on a
But you
seatbelt.
notice they did not say all the charges against him was allegedly. They did not say that word. But for the guy, the mule, they said allegedly, but not for P. Diddy.
Right.
Nope.
They getting ready to get him up out of here.
And dropping some major bombshells.
That entire filing was just gasp worthy.
That was former prosecutor Melba Pearson, who broke down the filing with us just this week. The suit name dropped several celebrities, from Jennifer Lopez and Prince Harry to Cuba Gooding Jr., who
These come from the same people that can't find the killers of Tupac and Biggie.
Hello. Thank you. I'm done.
I'm over.
They didn't send tanks for that.
Nope, they sure enough did not. Nope. Nope.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Hey,
right?
who killed these
Because
guys? We don't know. Case closed. They closed them cases quickly.
Accused of the same type of behavior, years apart, I think there's something there. And I don't know that Cuba Gooding Jr. is going to escape from that one, because he already saw definitely people moving away from him within Hollywood circles and other circles once those first sexual assault allegations came out. So at this point, I don't think he's going to get away with it a second time.
As for J-Lo, the suit claimed that Diddy required her to carry an illegal gun that was used in a 1999 shooting at a New York nightclub. The fact that she's named as somebody who was carrying a weapon, could that be incriminating for Jennifer Lopez?
It can be.
You see, this is what I was trying to point out to you guys. Let me close her mouth real quick. Let me close her mouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
What I was trying to
no better, but anyway, why they bring up old charges?
Wait a minute.
Looking like that.
Wait a minute, guys.
Let a man cry, King.
Yeah, let her relax her face.
So what I was saying to you guys earlier, I'm about to mute all of y'all mics. What I was trying to say to you guys earlier, yeah, I'm about to mute these mics, man. It's about to be a mic muting day. What I was saying to you guys earlier about the rabbit hole, as we watch these videos, the distraction, they went way back to the 90s with the incident that happened at Columbia College, I think it was. And they're talking about that. They're talking about him and Jennifer Lopez.
Right.
That was a million years ago.
Right.
So they going into 30 years of allegations. We can't even say criminal history because, as far as I know, he doesn't have a record.
Right.
Meaning he didn't go before a judge. See, no one's talking about this. I'm not here to defend him. No one is talking about the man does not have a criminal record. Far as from what allegedly, he has no criminal record. He never did time. I don't know him doing probation, but what they're doing, they're trying to create. So if there is a panel of what do you call it when you go to court and you have to the jury, they're creating all this controversy.
They're setting it up.
So when they say there's no there, oh yeah, they going 30 years in, and this is why I stopped them, because what they're doing. Hold on, we got some people talking. We got let me put this up. We got
exactly fact.
Nene said exactly fact.
Right.
We got Q, he's in the building. Oh man. See, he said Puff killed Tupac and Biggie. Okay, that's another. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow. Then we got, but that's
right there.
But that's how they do.
Okay,
and
that's a fact. That's how they
do it. I don't want to just say they just do people of color. If you're not playing the game, like, okay, I'm not a Trump fan, but Trump, if you think about it, when he went into government, the first thing he was talking about was drain the swamp. You remember that?
Yeah.
It's some messaging. That's a dog whistle. It's a lot of messaging in there. So when we're not paying attention to
Florida.
Say it again.
I said people thought he was talking about down here in Florida. He wasn't talking about down here. He was talking about something.
He's talking about, okay, like, I don't want to get into what's the politics of things with immigration and the money. That's a swamp.
Right.
Nobody's talking about that. Nobody's concerned about that. They're laughing at Biden. They want to know if he's peeing the bed or not.
God.
They want to know if Biden. It doesn't matter. Biden is the president.
Right.
And he has a lot of people that are smarter than him that surrounds him. Successful people today, anyone that's successful have smarter people than them on the team to be successful.
Fact.
Can we all agree on that panel?
That's a fact.
But everyone will everyone will look at Biden and say, the man is old, he can't remember his name, he's falling down the stairs. Who cares?
So what?
Who cares? The person you least expect. The person is just a title.
Right.
It's just a title. There's people behind him that's running him.
Correct.
but we don't talk about those people because we don't even know who they are. We're not focused. We're not focused on the bigger picture.
Yeah. Correct.
Say it again. Shanique?
She said they're behind the scenes. They're behind the scenes. And you don't see the cleanup. You see the cleanup. Right. You see him cleaned up after the cleaning up. You don't see who's actually cleaning him up.
So let me tell you, let me make you guys aware of this, right? Let me make you guys aware of this. For so long, we've been hypnotized.
Yep.
For so long, it's called, believe it or not, and I'm quite sure you're familiar with this term, Stockholm syndrome. People see if we look at the definition of Stockholm syndrome, when your kidnappers capture you and you think they care for you because they done raised you for 30 years and fed you and gave you loving, and now that you're being saved by your mommy and daddy, you don't trust your own mommy and daddy because you think they gaslight you for so many years. You believe the person that captured you love you. People in this country are under the impression of Stockholm syndrome 101. All of us. Me in the panel.
Yeah. It's all about control.
We want to believe that we got it together. That's why we can't understand this mission with this raid. It doesn't register. It doesn't register to everyone. See, when we was just watching the video with the commentators of the news, and they were saying, Spectrum and Channel 5 or whoever, they made a joke out of it.
Right.
It was a funny. We was here, it slowed down. They made a funny out of it. Those kids, one of the ladies, Shanique or Judy, said they tore up his daughter's room like that.
Yeah, Shanique.
Yeah, they tore the kid's room up like that. That was me. I was pissed.
Right.
Okay. The point there, it touched you. You a mother, you a nurturer, and it touched you. It touched me as well, but I express it differently. You came out, you blasted it. If you could have said what the fuck, you would have said what the fuck. All right. So the problem that I'm having, and I'm trying to make it make sense, and I'm gonna keep hanging around and lingering in there because I wanted to do this show for an hour, and I wanted to talk about the feds, but we're 15 minutes late. We're not actually late because we got CPT time. I'm not gonna say no names. People came in late. I'm gonna say some names.
Church people time. Thank you.
Don't go there.
Church people time. Church people time.
Don't talk about
all that. But we have about, in closing, I want to give you guys a minute apiece to close off on this this federal, I don't want to call it an investigation, this federal raid. All right. I just put Diddy name on there. It caused a lot of controversy. People think the target was Diddy. He is not my target. When he's my target, you're gonna know. But right now, he's not my target. My target is the government. I'm not doing anything. They can arrest me just for talking like this because I'm not with them. I done did all the time they wanted to give me. They done did whatever they wanted to do with me. I don't give two fucks. I done did mine. That's where I'm at. I'm clean. I'm clean as the board of hell. Come get me again. I'll sit in your cell. You let me out. I grow my beard longer and come on home. I ain't crying. I know what it's like. So in closing, let's start with you, Paco. You've been very funny tonight. So maybe you got a minute or something. I got my timer over here. So you got a minute. Give everybody a minute. We're gonna shut this thing down.
All right.
I'm gonna say this to you. The devil can make any illusion look real.
Talk about it, brother.
And the illusion was this guy's a criminal. He's some sort of force that needs to be stopped and this and that. But we got bigger criminals out there that's
doing real crime.
You want to know why?
Hello.
The big payoff.
That's right.
Hey, Paco, if he was a criminal, why didn't they lock him up?
You can't arrest the guy that bought you a Mercedes.
Hello.
I'm just saying the devil can make any illusion look real.
Right.
And that's my inner statement. You can ride whatever you want to.
I'm with you on that. And my apologies for not giving you the full screen, brother. My apologies.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
Even with a half a screen, I look great.
Miss Judy, you up next, Miss Judy.
The moral of my story is just stay woke. Don't go to sleep. Don't let them think that, we're not seeing what's going on. Let's be smart to the situation. Let's don't just allow them to dangle the carrot to us to say, hey, this is where we at. This is what we need to do. Stay woke. That's the moral of the story.
So let me ask you this, Miss Judy, before you close out. When you say stay woke, can you break that down? Because we have
Stay
people
woke.
out there that's not, because the woke culture, everyone does not understand what woke is. Because so many people are unconscious and subliminally unconscious. They have no clue.
When I say stay woke, don't let them show you and tell you anything and you act like you're gonna take heed to it. Don't just let it just go and say, oh, it's okay. Oh, we're gonna be all right. No, we're not gonna be all right. Because if they do this to this man, what are they gonna do with us? Somebody come knock my door in right now. Hey, what's up? What you want? What you need? Hey, I'm here. But we still, that's what I'm saying. Stay woke when we say that. Because it can happen to anybody. So we just have to stay on our A game.
What happened to the Black Panthers?
Say it again, brother.
I say, look what happened to most of the Black Panthers.
Correct. But they did the same
got
thing.
raided and they got shot right on the spot.
Right
in
on
their
the
sleep.
spot. In their sleep. Sure did. Right there.
Okay. Let's keep the round going. And Shanique, I'm gonna leave it up to you.
All right. Black celebrities and white celebrities cannot play the same game. Because you have money does not mean you're going to get away with certain things. Keep your life quiet, mind your business, keep your show tunes down to a minimum and call it a day. Diddy is not a Weinstein.
I agree. Facts, super facts. But one thing I would like to point out is we discussed many amazing points tonight. And I tried to I did my best to stay focused on the mere fact of the raid. And they did a service to me, proving a point in the media when they went back 30 years with Jennifer Lopez and trying to build the case. And, like I said, I'm not his defense attorney. I'm not a super fan. I believe in right is right and wrong is wrong. If this guy did all these things, charge him. Prove him guilty, charge him. Get him out of my face with all this stuff talking about him. Get him out of here. If you're not going to charge him, shut the fuck up. I'm tired of hearing about who he's sleeping with. I'm tired of hearing about what he's doing with his money. So what? He got a jet. So what? He got a mansion. So what? He bought his kid a Ferrari. That's his goddamn business. It has nothing to do with me and anybody else. And if he's wrong, they said that he killed his wife. Why he's not in jail? They said he killed Biggie. Why he's not in jail? They said he killed Tupac. Why he's not in jail? From what I heard, it's about 10 murders. So with 10 murders and as deep the government, okay, he could be a billionaire, but his money is not deeper than the government's pocket. If you want to know how deep the government pocket is, you need to look up the Ukraine and see how many of these people, the war that they financing over there, the people that they immigrated here to the United States, these different states that's having problems with the people coming into their country or their county and their state, selling fentanyl, selling cocaine, selling ass. from the Ukraine. So we can go down so many different rabbit holes and have this discussion of being woke. But that brother Diddy, you know, and I'm gonna say that brother Diddy, I remember him from when I was a kid. He a couple of years younger than me. We played football in his backyard. When he got mad, he would take the football and leave. We used to dance at the clubs. He used to watch us dance. House music. We was into house music before he started developing. All right. But right is right and wrong is wrong. Charge him. Stop putting him on the table. Stop embarrassing this man. Stop embarrassing his family. You know, when I did wrong shit, they locked my ass up. They did not hesitate. I never got locked up for a speeding ticket, but let me cross the street and jaywalk the wrong way. They came and got me. But why they didn't lock this man up? So I want whoever's watching this, you know, before you give an opinion on this guy, stop and ask yourself. I'm quite sure you have family members that have been arrested before or did time in jail. Ask them how they end up in jail. What was the procedure? Stop gossiping about this man. It should be a cancel culture to shut the fuck up. I'm tired of hearing it. People are making money off of this dude's name.
Yeah.
He came from nothing. He walked the same streets I walked. He came from nothing. I could put a lot of people on the phone and say they know him. I know I got family members that stayed in the same house with him. But I'm not a super fan to anyone. But I'm a realistic person when it comes to what's going on here. Charge him or shut the fuck up. I end my story. We skate.
Well,
oh man.
I think I got a mic drop somewhere.
Hey, bro. They did the same
There's a
thing
mic
to
drop.
Bill Cosby. Remember that? Remember Bill Cosby?
That's because they wanted his property.
There was women talking about he raped me in 1968. I'm like, what? That's still considered a crime?
Hey, Paco. Hey, Paco. From 1954. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hey,
I mean, it was still black and white. It was still black and white
Listen.
TVs when you got raped by Bill. What's going on? Why was
listen,
that now?
listen.
It's his property. Okay.
Now,
They want his
now
property.
you want to talk
They
about
want
it?
his property.
I believe that. I believe that.
Umar
And
Johnson
why
said they wanted his property.
You said
King gonna beat us. We here still talking. We in OT.
Yeah, because you were saying about the neighbors live around the street.
What'd you say?
Yeah, he does. Hey, he done said he out. We still talking.
Okay.
Hey, I'm letting y'all ride out. Hey, listen, we 28 minutes over, and I'm waiting till y'all shut up. But y'all seem like y'all want to keep talking over each other. So go ahead. And when y'all run out of breath,
I'm going to bed. I got school in the morning.
Yeah, I'm
all
going.
right, I want to say tomorrow's Friday. You know, I'll send you guys some text messages in the morning to see what your schedules are. But I'll be back on here tomorrow at 9:00, and same bat time, same bat channel. You know, shoot me a text, let me know so I can do the ad, and it's all good. Thank you.
Yeah, have a good night.
Good night, everybody. Take care of yourselves.